Hello, good day, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Shawn Cohen here, Tarot by Shawn, and your hostess with the mostest for Cafe Esoterica Radio, which is on Blog Talk Radio every Thursday, except we're having a hiatus. We're on hiatus, me, myself, and I, and all my amazing guests who will be back in September. And I just wanted to have a little word with you and say that I am the author of this lovely book. It's a workbook. If you want to learn the tarot, come to me. I've had 35 years now experience as a professional tarot reader as well as a psychic medium and teacher of tarot. So I think I know a thing or two about the tarot, and I'd be very happy to sign you up for new classes which will begin in September. Currently I'm teaching Meta 1, Meta 2, Astrology 1, Astrology 2. So we're just in the second phase of those classes, which are all on Zoom, which is a media gizmo. Basically, it costs you nothing. You just download a link that I send you and you're in. As long as you have a webcam and a microphone, you can be part of that experience. So let's talk about the class. What will you learn in tarot? Well, my little booklet, it's called a student workbook, and it's all about what a student needs to learn for the tarot. So you have not only the 56 major arcana and the 22 major arcana, the 56 minor arcana, as well as so many things the tarot uses. The tarot is a system of archetypes, basically, and it comes from originally the Kabbalah. So you have in the workbook, you have all the different cards, what they mean, both direct and reverse. And then you have the Kabbalah, you have astrology, because astrology in the major arcana and in the minor arcana, there's astrology. So, for instance, the first 22 cards represent either the 10 planets or the 12 signs. So the one or the other, right? And then you have, in the minor arcana, you have the knight, the the knight, the queen, and the king of every element. So that's fire, which is the wands, earth, which is the pentacles, air, which is the swords, and cups, which is the water sign. So it's a very interesting, detailed path of learning, and it's I think if you learn the tarot, you learn so much about yourself, not just about others. It's very important to understand who we are, why we're here, what's our purpose in life. And modern technology has, even though I've been doing this work for many, many years, many decades, modern technology, Zoom, Google, YouTube, all the different, the internet, and our phones, it gives us the access to it, access that we maybe could never have before. So I urge you to get in touch, and if you know anyone who's interested in the tarot, I am putting names on a list, and we're going to begin September the 6th, which is a Tuesday, as the crow flies. I have to double check that, but I think I looked at it last night, so I think it's September the 6th. And if you're interested, please get in touch with me you can Facebook message me under Shawn Margaret Cohen. You can email me at psychic, PSYCHIC, Shawn, SHAWN, Cohen, COHEN, @gmail.com. And you can go to my website, and it'll be listed on there too, which is at www.tarotbyseancohen.weebly.com. So that's one book. Now I will be coming back and teaching. Right now, as I said, I'm busy teaching Meta 2 and Astrology 2. This is the book I wrote for the Metaphysics classes. This is the beginner's Metaphysics class. It's called Metaphysics 1 Workbook. And it is a glorious piece of work using all the years of my experience, all the different work, all the different notes from my classes, and I put them together. Look, here's meditation. You know, all the different things you learn in this course. So you would learn what metaphysics is and what it isn't. You would learn about self-worth and self-esteem, because loving yourself is so vital to really so many processes. It's ridiculous. I mean, that's what we're here to do. We're here to love, and we're here to love ourselves as well. You would learn what is healthy, what isn't healthy, because I was a nurse and I trained in more holistic medicine. That was really my thing. And so all this is involved in here. This is right here. This is the syllabus. So I'll just read it to you. And you can purchase these books, and I'll give you the link where to get them, even if you don't do my classes. So they're good for anyone who wants to learn. If you're a light worker, if you're a psychic, if you're a medium, if you're a spiritual teacher, if you're or on the path of spirituality, if you're into psychology, psychotherapy, if you're into holistic medicine and healing, if you just want to know who you are, what is your reason for being, then these books will help you so much. I created them with all that in mind. So metaphysics is a God science, basically, and it teaches universal truths, universal laws. And this book and my Meta 2 book, that's my cat in the background. Romeo, be quiet, please. Metaphysics, it teaches metaphysical tools to help each person on their spiritual journey, basically. And this is what we're doing here. So the syllabus goes metaphysical dictionary, meditation. This is lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, dreams, how to analyze your dreams and what they're about and who comes in them and why. And number 4 is colors, auras, and their meaning. So how to read auras, how to understand what you see in an aura. 5, laying on the hands for healing. So if you want to do healing, it's funny, my cat's doing. Romeo, stop that. Come here. Come on, I'm recording, for God's sakes. Thank you. Okay. 6, metaphysical causation for illness in the body. Why do we have illness in the body? What's the reason behind it? And there is always a reason. Candles, number 7, and candle magic, all white magic. Okay. Petitioning and how to call on the archangels to work with the higher spheres to bring in what you need and what you want. Number 8, lesson 8, is discussion on the book Illusions, which is a beautiful book by Richard Bach. And we do have a whole class on that, Illusions, the Adventures of a Reluctant Messiah. Number 9, more healing tools, reflexology and acupressure. So you're learning, look at all you're learning. Iridology is the next one, 11, where class 11, class 10, where you read the eye, and the eye shows what's going on in the body. That's called iridology. Number 11, prosperity consciousness. We do live in a material world. It is important to learn how to receive, how to bring in what you need, work with the laws of the universe, like attracts like, and opposites attract, and what you think is what you create, and blah-de-da-de-da. And then we have, for these classes, we have a final lesson, which is usually anything we need to catch up on. But in the book, I think I put palmistry as the last one, because if you're buying the book, it is palmistry. If you're buying the book, then you may not be in the class. But it's a glorious work, and I'm very proud of it. And that's available on my website, and also through blurb.co.uk, www.blurb, capital BLURB.co.uk. Now, last one, quickly. I've just recently published this. There's the Archangel Michael on the front. Look how thick it is. It's a beautiful, gorgeous chock full of, there's the Kabbalah. So much knowledge, spiritual knowledge, working with angels. Let me read you the syllabus of this book, because it's amazing. The first 2 classes are on gemstones and working with the energies of gems. Gems hold, the properties in the gems hold healing energy. They can store information like crystals. And each one comes from the earth, and they all give us beautiful, beautiful things to heal with. It's tiger's eye. And right now in my Meta 2 classes, we're learning this, actually. We're learning this right now. So if you are, it's 100 degrees in London right now. It's 31 Celsius. It's so hot and people are dropping like flies. But if you have a cozy little room with a fan or an air conditioner, why not order my books, sit down and enlighten yourself, because that's what we're here to do. And my books show you how. This is 35 years in the making. Everything I learned. I worked in Italy, Cyprus, Israel, all over the USA, all over the UK, in Sweden, in Malta. I mean, you're getting the benefits of this in a very reasonable price. Let me go back to the syllabus for Meta 2. So gemstones and crystals and their healing properties, that's the first 2 classes or the first 2 chapters. Then we have the sound workshop, class 3. What is it with sound? Sound is very powerful, and the tone of your voice, the way that you communicate to others is extremely important. So people can heal with sound. Music is very healing, of course, and they can destroy with sound. So working with the understanding of the power of sound and how it affects the body, the mind, and the spirit. And also then class 4, universal and spiritual laws. What are the laws that govern this world? If we don't know them, we are doomed to not really work in the world the way that we should, because ignorance is not bliss. It is not bliss. It's important to know. So understanding universal laws, protecting yourself, working with their energies frees you to live the right life. Class 5, the astral world. We are multi-dimensional beings. So let me say that again. We are multi-dimensional beings. We come from heaven, what people call heaven. We have various experiences of incarnating, because these are lessons for our growth, and these are also volunteer. Nobody forces us. And we are also here to teach others and help others, and we help each other along the path. So the astral world is very important to understand what it is, what it isn't, because there's a lot of myths about it, a lot of misconceptions about it. And so we go over that in the book, and understand what happens to us after we die and where we go and all the big questions. And then we have number 6, which is class 6 in my lessons. Nature's metaphysical wonders, the spiritual meaning of flowers, trees, and herbs, and also Bach flower remedies. If you've never used Bach flower remedies, I would urge you to go to their website, Bach is spelled B-A-C-H, flower remedies, and look them up, because amazing, beautiful work that Dr. Bach did in creating these little droplets, these little, you just put a few drops under the tongue, and they help any emotional issue, shock, sense of betrayal, grief, anything at all. And but there are many gifts in flowers and trees, and all medicine comes from nature. All medicine. Don't let Big Pharma fool you. They don't know nothing about medicine. Okay? All medicine comes from trees, and flowers, and roots, and herbs. Okay? And it's right for the body. Toxic ingredients in the world are killing us off. They're making people infertile. They're destroying the natural habitat of the world. And so it's very important that we respect nature. We understand that our greatest healing can come through nature, and nature's gifts, or God's gifts through nature on this planet. Number 7 is Atlantis, the continent and the myth. Why do we keep up? What is Atlantis? What was happening in Atlantis? Why did it get destroyed? What happened to make that happen? So we're going to go over that and talk about it, and Plato's idea of Atlantis and what really happened in Atlantis. And there are many people channeled, like Edgar Casey. We're going to talk about Edgar Casey's take on, Edgar Casey was a very well-known psychic. in America around 1920 to 1945. He was very active, and his books and his center, the Edgar Cayce Center, or the Association for Research and Enlightenment, is in West Virginia, Virginia Beach, West Virginia, and it is a fabulous place. I've been there. I did some training there. And also in this class, we're going to talk about the concept of good and evil, and what's called the Lucifer Rebellion, and how good and evil came into this planet, the concept of it. It's not what you think, so don't be scared. It's very interesting. Number 8 is angelology, and it's all about the different levels of angels. So the cherubs, the seraphims, the principalities, the archangels, the guardian angels, who's what, who's where they come from, how you can call on them and work with them. They are God's messengers, basically. And they're here to help us and work with us. So it's your God-given right to learn how to work with them. Shame this isn't taught anymore in schools, because it should be. And number 9, the ancient Jewish mysticism, which is Kabbalah. Kabbalah is for everyone. It's not just for Jews. Most Jews don't even know what it is. I'm sorry to say. It's not taught to them. It is taught, or was taught, to rabbis. And it's a very interesting concept, Kabbalah. It's really the word Kabbalah. It's Hebrew, Kabbalah, or Kabbalah. It's really handed down knowledge from mouth to ear is basically what it means. And so to understand the Kabbalah is to understand the tarot, is to understand astrology, it's to understand the different paths to enlightenment. It's a very, very profound learning experience, and we cover it in one class, so I get in as much as I can, but people can study Kabbalah for years, you know. In fact, every little thing that I have here, this hodgepodge of metaphysics, really you could take much further each class. So you get a good, good chunk of stuff. But there's always more to learn, and there's always, if it sparks your interest, then you will always have the opportunity to go out and learn more. And I would encourage that. I do encourage that with my students. I always give them more reading material. Read this book, read that book, here's another book, look at this website. They get all of that. Okay, and number 10, 11, and 12, you get the complete full Megillah of learning numerology. So you can become a numerologist. So it's 3 classes. So you learn all the numbers in your name, in your birth date, in your address, in your telephone number, anything you want to learn connected with numbers, it's in our numerology classes. And also you will be able to see your karmic numbers. So what are you working on in this life? How many lifetimes have you worked on that issue? And it shows magnificent things. The master numbers 11, 22, and 33. A lot of people are seeing these now, a lot, because there is a very big clarion call out right now for light workers and healers and astrologers and tarot people, just to come together. Stop bickering. Nobody's better than anyone else. It's all about the healing and the service to others, And our real purpose in life is to heal and help others. That's it. It's not about being famous. That's a joke, really. It's not about money. That's another joke. A lot of people in my work don't make a lot of money. But it's about the service. We're here to serve. Service is the highest level of really what the soul can do. If you come to serve, then you're in a good space. If you come to take, then something's wrong. That's how you can tell. By their fruits you will know them. And those who come to serve, you feel that energy from them. It's beautiful light energy. So I would urge you to take advantage of the people, not just myself, the people who are out here are trying to make it better for everyone. Everybody has issues and problems. Nobody's exempt from that. Nobody's perfect either. If you're looking for perfection, good luck. You're never going to find it. The soul is perfect. And even the soul comes to learn. The soul never gives up on its quest for knowledge and answers and opportunities to grow. Sometimes the soul comes into a body that it's miserable in, but it learns from it. Sometimes the soul comes into a family that it's miserable in, but it learns from it. And maybe it learns what not to do. And even those contrasting lessons are very valuable to the soul. Because when we go back home, which is heaven, there is no pain, there is no anger, there is no angst, there is no want. We only get that here on earth, or perhaps other places we incarnate too. Edgar Casey said we incarnate all over the universe, so you never know. But I would invite you, I am inviting you to have a look. You can preview my books on my webpage or on blurb.co.uk. They can be shipped out all over the world. You can buy them in, this is a soft book, but you can get a hardcover. So you can get soft cover, hardcover, e-books like for Kindle and your phone, and a PDF format as well. And finally, because I am a tarot reader and an astrologer, let's pull a card, shall we? Let's pull a card. We're hot here in London, and a lot of places all over the world are having a heat. Just a massive, a massive heat wave. I feel like singing Martha and the Vandellas. We're having a heat wave. But we can stay cool and calm and collected. And we can do some inner work, meditate, focus on healing ourselves and taking care of ourselves in a good way. And now I'm just going to open up, let's see. A lot of eclipses coming up. We want to make sure we're well aware of what's happening astrologically with the eclipses. We've got one on Friday the 13th at 20 degrees Cancer. Let's pull one for that. This is just a general card. Don't take it personally. It's for anyone and everyone. Here we go. Right. I mean, this came up upside down. The King of Pentacles. You see, that's very interesting because I would associate that with Uranus and Taurus right now. Let's just do one more on that because maybe that needs some more clarification. Okay, the Three of Cups. And both reverse. Very interesting. I would say Cancer is the home, and it's a water sign. And its opposite is Capricorn. And of course, this guy could be, he's an earth energy, like Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Really in the card, it's Capricorn. So you've really got this opposite going on. That's why they're reverse. Emotional to grounding and practical. So what do we want to do here? We want to look out for our emotional well-being as well as our practical well-being. With Pluto opposing this eclipse at 20 degrees Cancer, I would be, I might want to batten down the hatches. I might want to run and hide and, be careful about people's emotions. This is going to be a very tender day. My feelings are, watch your feelings. Watch your emotional self. Don't allow people to hurt you, and try to be, there's many things going on astrologically. If you'd like to come and see me for an astrological consultation or a tarot consultation, I'm going to give you a 20% off. I was giving a 40%, but you missed that. So try to catch up, get into those videos that I'm putting out now and see if you can catch some good discounts, okay? Everything's on my website. Check it out. Again, www.tarotbyShawnCohen.weebly.com. Now, one more thing quickly. Next couple eclipses. So that's the new one coming up on the Friday the 13th. 13, unlucky for some. Actually, the 13th is not a bad number. It's the reason people get the heebie-jeebies is because number 13 is associated with the death card in tarot. Okay. But 13 in itself is really not a bad number, so don't get scared about that. Okay, let's do the next one is August 27th, I believe, as the crow flies, and I believe it's in Leo. I don't have my ephemeris right here. Where is it? It's somewhere in my home. Let's just pull a card. You can't believe I pulled this. You just can't believe. That's too funny. I'm sorry. That's just too weird for even me. That's just weirding me out. Okay, so here we go. We got the death card. Change, change, not death. Change. Change is afoot. This is all about... I have to get the ephemeris. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Right here. Ephemeris. And looking at the eclipses. So we've got the big kahunas coming up now. So as I said, we've got a big one coming up this Friday, the 13th, 20 degrees Cancer. Then we have another one on the 27th of July, 4 degrees Aquarius. Aquarius is a good sign. You know, it's all about the brotherhood of mankind. I mentioned this before, but it is the South Node is transiting this, and Mars is transiting this. So this is why we're having quite an explosion here with this next eclipse. I would say it feels political to me. It feels like we're going to see stuff political. I know Donald Trump is coming to the UK. I know, you know, there's masses of stuff always going on in the world. The opposite of Aquarius is Leo, which loves drama. You know, it's all about the drama. And we'll be in the time of Leo. Will we? On the 27th of July? Yes. So I kind of think, try to stay out of any dramas. You know, that's very easy to say. I know. It's not helpful, really, is it? You know? I think... Sorry, we'll be out. We'll be in Virgo by then. We'll be in Virgo by then. Sorry, I'm on the wrong page. Okay, wait a minute. It's a very heavy time, though. I can tell you that. The July 27th, I'm sorry, it's Leo, but I'm looking at the next eclipse, right? And August 11th, we'll be in Leo, too. But we're moving into, eventually, we'll be in Virgo. So you know, this is cutting across the board, the fixed signs. This is, so you've got Scorpio here, you've got Taurus here, you've got Leo, Aquarius, and, you know, then you have their, you know, some other things that might go well with that, like the air signs will go with the Aquarius in a positive. The earth signs, you know, maybe not so much. So I just think it's a good time to get a reading. Make sure you're on the right... you're doing the right thing at the right place with the right people. And that can be seen through a chart very easily. All right. Okay. For all that, thank you for watching. And if you want a personal reading with me, please get in touch. Psychic Shawn Cohen at gmail.com. Facebook message me. I'm on Twitter too, Psychic Shawn. And if you want any of my lovely workbooks, again, for anyone at all, you don't have to go to my class, but if you want to sign up for the tarot, that's the next one coming up in September. Okay. And this is Meta 1's book, and this is Meta 2. And I am going to host some kind of summit, astrology summit. We're working out the details. I don't know if it's going to happen yet, but I'll let you know. Thank you for watching. Try to stay cool. All the best. See you next time. Bye.